Hey guys, so today we're going to learn about I just got the VictorReader Trekk, and I got it a few weeks ago actually, and I meant to do a video, and I didn't get to it until now. So, for those of you who do not know what the VictorReader Trekk is, VictorReader Trekk is the new GPS for the blind, that is basically like the VictorReader Stream, second generation, but, just a moment. Move some stuff around. There we go. It's like the VictorReader Stream, but with GPS capability. So, I'm going to grab the stream. Let me find it real quick. There it is. So, within the case, here's the stream, the Trekk, VictorReader Trekk. It does not come with this, with the lanyard. I put that on there. It does however, come with the wrist strap. So I'm going to take it out of the case and show you what the stream looks like next to the GPS. So I'm going to put them right here and take this like that, and here they are. As you can see, the VictorReader Trekk is just a little thicker, but they are the same size, I think. So I'm going to put the phone down for just a second. So they're right next to each other. The Trekk is just a little longer and a bit wider. Actually, I'll just do this. Actually, they're right the same size. One's just a little longer. But as you can see, the Trekk is thicker. If you can't see it, then it is thicker without the case. So now within the case, you can obviously tell the difference because of the case. The cases are different. So now I'm going to put it back in its case. And what's nice about the Trekk, you can put any size SD card in it. So let me find the other case, which I do not know where I put it. There it is. Alright. So I'm going to turn these both on. I hope they're both charged. I know this one is. I know the Trekk is. So if I turn this one on, and my thing fell. Okay, so I'm going to...
Welcome to VictorReader.
Okay, I'm going to turn this off.
Bookshare, 0. Books. Search for Bookshare books.
Okay, so I turned that back off because my thing fell and you didn't hear the vibration. So, I'm going to turn on the VictorReader Stream, second generation on, and if you can hear any difference, let me know. So here's this. That's the stream turning on.
Welcome to VictorReader. Volume 5.
That's that, and here's the stream turning on. Listen carefully.
Airplane mode on.
That was if you heard the vibration on that one, that was the Trekk turning on.
Welcome to VictorReader.
And as you can tell,
Online book.
I have to pause it. So, as you can tell, the speakers are different. So I'm going to check the time on this one.
12:05 p.m. March 29, 2018. Connected to Wi-Fi.
Okay. This one.
12:04 p.m. March 29, 2018.
So you can tell the speakers are a little different. One has better speaker quality than the other. And as you can tell, the stream, the number keypad, does not have the, it's the same number keypad, but as you can tell, there's nothing on the keypad except for the number 5. It has 2 dots on it. As on the Trekk, it has little lines on the 4, 6, 2, and 8 for the arrow buttons. So, they're both connected to Wi-Fi. Let me think here. This thing keeps falling. Sorry, guys. Let me see if I can just do this. There we go. That might work. Alright, guys, just a moment. I'm gonna try and. Okay. So guys, if this keeps falling, I'm sorry. This, I think it's because of my pop socket. It doesn't want to stay up. So, I'm sorry about that. So, let's go ahead and press the online bookshelf button. Let me see what was that?
Key describer on. Info. Online features.
The online features button, that's what it's called.
Key describer.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so when we press the online features button, that's above number 2, it's the round button.
Orientation.
Searching for satellites.
And as you can hear, the voice is different. And it may not catch satellites because of because I'm inside the house.
Graham.
Oh.
Rachel.
Oh, yeah, that's because I changed the voices on there. I need to change those voices back. Now what do you call it? The voices, you can't, there's only French right now and English for the Trekk. So they're not available to change at the moment on the Trekk. But let's go ahead and turn key describer on the Trekk side. So you press and hold the 0.
Key describer on.
Okay, so we'll start from the top left with the square button.
Go to destination selection. Press and hold route selection.
Okay.
Online features. Press and hold toggle airplane mode.
So I'd recommend turning that on. If you're not on Wi-Fi, then I would recommend turning that on because, yeah. And also Bluetooth automatically, I believe it comes on, turned on by default. I'd recommend turning that off. That's also a feature that has on the stream Trekk, or VictorReader Trekk, that's not on the stream.
Record a landmark. Press and hold. Record the route.
Okay, now we're on the number pad.
Press and hold. Enter and exit the user guide.
That was the number 1 key.
Not used in orientation.
So you only use these arrow button, the 2 and 8, because I think they're not used in orientation. This basically means they're not used, except for entering in an address and everything.
While selecting a landmark or a route, edit the item.
That's the 3. Now we're on 4.
Left arrow.
Doesn't do anything, but that's left arrow, so it's,
Where am
5.
I? Press and hold. Landmarks around.
Number 6.
Right arrow. Press and hold. Toggle open area locked. When using routes, press and hold. Indoor route preview.
Okay, so what that basically means, if you're making a route, let's say you're in a shopping center and you want to go from Nordstrom's, let's do something else. Macy's. Let's say you're at Macy's in a shopping center and you move from Macy's to the Disney store. And I forget what it's called. The Disney store. Where to go, you get to sell Disney stuff. So you could just, you have to turn that on by pressing hold the number 6. Or no, you have to turn on making a route first, and then you turn on indoor preview by pressing hold the number 6. So that's how that works. And I will do a demonstration of that at some point. 7.
Toggle settings menu. Press Press and hold. Toggle TTS voice.
Okay. That was 7. Number 8.
Not used in orientation.
Okay. And number 9.
Press and hold. Backtrack.
Okay. And star or asterisk.
Explore.
The 0.
Information. Press and hold. Toggle key describer.
And the pound key.
Confirm your selection. Return to current position en route. Press and hold. Get power information.
Okay. And the time/date button.
Clock. Announce current time.
Or clock.
Press and hold. Enter date and time settings menu.
Okay.
Left arrow.
That's the left arrow right next to the play button. And then the play button.
Repeat last message or stop current message.
And the right arrow.
Right arrow. Press and hold. Toggle open area locked.
So I honestly don't
When
know.
using routes. Press and hold. Indoor route preview.
So I just honestly don't know why that's there like that, because you can use the 6 and 4 buttons for that too. So I don't know if they're going to change that at some point, but that's that. And then the record button.
Record a landmark. Press and hold. Record the route.
So you can do that too. It's the same thing as the diamond-shaped button above the number 3.
Record a landmark.
So
Press and hold.
honestly,
Record the route.
maybe it's just a preference. Maybe they have them both there just in case. I don't know. That's that. So I'm going to exit key describer by pressing and holding the 0.
Key describer off.
And
No GPS coverage.
as you can see, there's no coverage because we're inside the house. Okay, so let's just say if you want to lock the GPS or lock the keypad so you won't do anything. You press and hold the star.
Locked.
Okay, so now with the pressing the buttons,
Locked. Locked. Locked.
doesn't do anything. So to unlock it, you just hit the numbers 1, 2, 3.
Unlocked.
It's not a code. It's just like a combination thing to make it so if you're carrying it or something, you don't bump any buttons. So on here, oh, let me show you with Bluetooth.
Offline. Online bookshelves. Bookshare.
So you press,
Menu. Wireless. Import a network configuration from Bluetooth. Connect to Bluetooth device.
so I'm going to down arrow.
Disconnect from Bluetooth.
Oh,
Connect
up
to
arrow.
Airplane mode. Bluetooth. On.
So by default, it comes on. So I'm going to left arrow, right arrow,
Off.
and confirm.
Selected.
And there we go. And now it's off.
Leaving menu. Search for Bookshare books.
On here, it doesn't have it.
Bookshelf. Notes. Airplane mode. On.
And I'm going to turn airplane mode.
Podcasts.
Turn.
10. Podcast. Airplane mode. Off. Bookshelf. Note. Bookshelf. Podcasts. Bookshelf. Notes. 5.
So as you can hear,
4.
it's different.
Bookshelf. Podcasts. 10. Podcast. Menu. Wireless. Airplane mode. Off.
So here it's a little different, you know?
Import a network configuration. Scan for available. Airplane
And
mode.
go.
General. Cancel all current downloads.
See, it doesn't have Bluetooth on here. The settings are a tad bit different.
Internet radio. The time was adjusted automatically. Connected to Wi-Fi.
There we go.
Podcast. NLS bar. Bookshare. NFB Newsline. Remove NFB. Daisy Online. Software updates. Automatic check for updates. Off.
I'm going to turn that on.
Selected.
And just for the heck of it, let's just see if there's any updates.
Check for updates now.
A down arrow and press confirm.
Please wait. Player is up to date.
Okay, so we're good.
Leaving menu. 2.
Freedom silent.
And then if I press and hold the power button, it turns off. On here, whoops. If I press and hold, it vibrates and also turns off. It does a little beep beep and it also vibrates. So that does that. It's a really nice device. I like it. Oh, and also, I forgot to show you another thing on here. Let me get this out of the cases so you can see them, because it'll be better. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but if you can't, let's see, where's my phone? There it is. you see the headphone jack, or the two what do you call it, the headphone jack and the line input jack or extra microphone jack right there. That's I believe this one's the I don't know which one's which, but I think, let me see. Oops, other way around. I believe this one, one of them is which, I don't remember which one's which, but you have two jacks, one for the line in mode and one for the headphone. On the Trekk, on the VictorReader Trekk, I'm just gonna say Trekk because it's a VictorReader Trekk. Oops. Come on, get in there. There we go. On the VictorReader Trekk, you only have one plugin, and it's for both headphone and line in mode. I personally don't like that, but if you have a splitter like this, and this doesn't come with it, I got that, my dad bought that. Like this, you could plug it in right here, and plug in I'm guessing you could do this, plug in a microphone on one end and then the headphone on the other end. So you could do that. So, it also comes with the little cable, short cable with where you can download NOS cartridges. If you do not know what that looks like, it looks like, and hopefully I have it, and I don't know where it is, actually. There it is. Like this. About 3 to 5 inches, and on one end it has a place where, it has a place like where you put a thumb drive in, but also for the NOS cartridges, and on the other end is the micro USB. This also work for the VictorReader Stream 2nd generation if you have one. Let me see. At this time, I don't think you can connect your VictorReader stream to a WPA2 enterprise network, or that's what it calls it, WPA2 with username and password. 802.x or 2.x, whatever the authentication level where you have to have username and password. I don't think the VictorReader uses that just yet, but I think at some point maybe they will hopefully get that up there, because what if you're at a business, or what if someone has it like that, you can change your router to do that, but I'm not going to go into that. At this point, it only takes WPA2 personal, WPA/WPA2 personal pre-shared key, or whatever it's called. And you probably all look, some of you probably don't know what I'm talking about. You're probably like, what are you talking about? Just give you a brief description. At businesses, some businesses or schools that you go to, like the school I go to, all the students have an account, and you use your username and password to connect to the Wi-Fi. So, when you connect to the Wi-Fi, say username and then password. That's a WPA2 or WPA enterprise network. Now, you can change it in the router settings. They could change it in the router settings if they wanted to, but they have it like that, so it's more secure, so people can't just go into the network and connect to it. Most networks, at home networks, they have it to where it's just a password, but you can change it to where it's username and password if you prefer. I haven't seen that, but it's possible. It's possible. This is the case, as I said, this is the case that automatically comes in. It's already put in there for you. Let me take this wrist strap off so you can see what it looks like without it on there. And they are a little tricky to get off, because you usually do not take these off, but if I can grab a hold, there we go. Oops. So there we go. So as you can see, here's the little part, and here's the thing that goes on your wrist. So what you do, you take this part and put it through here, and it pulls it through, and it usually would do this. So I'm gonna see if I can do this. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm putting it through the ring. There we go. Get out of the way, lanyard. And I'm pushing it through. As you can see, it's this part right here, the plastic part, where is blocking it, so it won't pull all the way through. I'm taking the wrist part and pushing it through the other part, the thinner string, and pulling it through like this, and there we go. Now it's put in place. So if I wanted to, I can just put it on my wrist here, take this, unhook it, push it up, and lock it in place, and there we go. It's on my wrist. I personally have not used that yet because I don't know why you would. Maybe because if you're walking, you can have it on your wrist, but it would feel weird. But maybe, I don't know, I may have to try it sometime. Then also you have a clip right here. You can put it on your, hook it onto your belt or something. Or hook it onto the side of your, on your hip, so it's on your hip. You're carrying it like that. Trying to think what else. Yeah, I wasn't glad that it didn't come with a lanyard. You could potentially take the one from the Breeze and hook it up to the Trekk, the new Trekk. But I wouldn't see any reason because I might sell my old one. Maybe not, I don't know. But, you know, that's that. And what's also nice is before, where the Breeze had the, what do you call it? Okay, so let's say you have the maps. So it's okay. The Breeze, you only had, I believe it was 3 maps. I think you could only have 3 maps on there. So let's say I had Connecticut. I don't know what state comes with Connecticut, but let's say it was Connecticut, California, and Minnesota. I think it's 4 states, I think you have at least 4 maps on there. 4 states. 4 states on there, I think it is. So let's say it's Connecticut, California, Nevada, and let's just say Washington, for example. So, okay, you have those ones on there. Well, let's say you're going to Florida. You'd have to call HumanWare. They send you the link. Once you have the link, you can keep that link. I recommend if you have that link for a Breeze, you make a bookmark for it so you can go straight to it. You have to download the maps. Use the Windows version. There's only a Windows version for this. Use the Windows version to copy with the map manager that they gave you with Trekk Breeze. Copy it over, and it takes a long time. It takes about maybe 2 minutes, maybe more. Now, with the new one, the VictorReader Trekk, you have the whole United States on this device, plus Canada. Now, I love it because you don't have to keep downloading maps over and over and over, and then switching back and forth, and it's woo. Now, they are working for international maps for like Europe and everything. You know, they don't have them yet, but they are working on it. And once that happens, then you can download those, so that and all that, plus the languages. As I said, right now they only have French and English, because HumanWare is based in I want to say it's Quebec. That's what they told me. Based in Canada, Quebec. So that's that. But other than that, it's a really nice device. It's very descriptive. Say, please turn back. Has the maps updated more, now it will say street with no name. Now, sometimes the Trek will still say this, because, there will be some alleyways, maybe a couple, but, before, it wouldn't, the Breeze, the one I had, it wouldn't say anything about the cul-de-sacs, but now it does. Which is really nice. And, I have a landmark to take me to the pool, to the neighborhood pool. And I have a landmark set there to, all that. And, you can have us, use it to go in through the malls, if you have a shop, it's nice. I like it. So, yeah, it's really nice. And also the software updates, you just do it over the internet. They don't send you nothing. You don't need it. It's all on here through Wi-Fi. So there's a new update, you just download it. Once you connect it to Wi-Fi, you just download it, and bam. With the maps, I think it's the same thing. I think. Well, I don't know. I think you have to download them from the computer by going to, like once they have it, I believe you just go to humanware.com or support.humanware.com, and you download the maps and everything. I believe. I could be wrong. But there's no software required. All you need is your VictorReader Trekk, the SD card in it. And I think you actually... I think you actually need the Trekk itself because it's connected. I don't know. That's a good question. How that works. I don't know how you would download the new maps on there, but Humanware will, once it happens, they'll describe how that works and everything. Right now it's not important because, the maps are not there yet, but once they are, I will describe how that works, and yeah. So I hope this video helps you. If you have any questions about the VictorReader Trekk, let me know. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.
Speech on. Viewfinder. Take picture. Stop recording video. Button.